There we go. There's 10 seconds. YouTube shouldn't cut off anything this time. We shall see. Welcome, everyone. I am Nathan P. Butler. This is my YouTube channel. This is the Battlefront Livestream? Yes, Scream. Ah! The Battlefront Livestream podcast. Again, I call it a podcast. Probably more of a vodcast, if that even counts. But I use the term podcast because, like the actual podcast that I do, it's much more based on the discussion in the chat and the discussion that goes on and the commentary that goes on if I have a guest or just talking about the game, more so than it is about the gameplay itself, because the gameplay a lot of times is, you know, kind of very basic, depending on what the game is. So, hey James, hey JL, jumping in here. We're looking at probably maybe an hour, give or take. Just depends. I've got my system up here as I'm monitoring classes during the dead time of day, or the deader time of day. I do have a couple things I want to try to knock out beforehand. Good news! For those who've been following my personal trials and travails recently, still nothing on the car yet, other than the fact that Allstate has taken 80% responsibility and tossed the other 20% onto the Lexus driver, so still not me. So don't know when I'll have a car either fixed or replaced, but the cat that had to be hospitalized came back today. And we were able to get hooked up with that care credit thing. So it's basically payments with no interest over 6 months, which is easy enough to do, to take care of that. So even if he has more issues, we have that to be able to act as sort of a thing to space out the payments, because paying it's not the issue. It's a question of timing it so that it doesn't wind up putting us in a tough spot if something crazy happens, like, say, deductibles on car insurance from a wreck. So we got some good news there, at least. I've never used Plex at all. Alright, so I'm going to jump here to the career real quick to do a quick double check. I want to say I was one away from something. I think it was destroying turrets and starfighters when I was playing last night. So we got fighter ace for the 3 types. Still has quite a way to go. This is the starfighter assault stuff, by the way. Still slowly knocking out what I can of the hero ships. I'm trying to focus on Yoda and Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer first, so you can see the Kylo Ren ones here. Use the focus rage 25 times. Defeat enemies with the mag pulse torpedoes, and then burning rage. It's the mag pulse torpedoes that's a tricky part, because a lot of times they'll damage a ship and then you still have to shoot it. So it's almost like you got to shoot it, wear it down, and then fire the torpedoes to really be sure you're going to get a kill. And then kind of the same thing I'm doing here with Yoda. His Afterburn ability is just using it. His Grandmaster's Concentration is just using it. And his Ion Pulse ability requires you to hit at least 25 enemies. But I've beefed up that one with some star cards so that hopefully I can get the most out of that. But I want to say maybe it's in multiplayer. The multiplayer menu that I'm seeing, the one that I was working on. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So knock out one more turret and I'll have a 500 credit one of these done. In fact, for the most part, most of my multiplayer ones that are left either relate to heroes, disruption, or it's all starfighter based stuff. There's just not a lot of regular multiplayer ones left, but I can't wait to get to that point when I can knock out the last of these, because if I do that, I'm looking at the choker emote, but more importantly, 500 crystals, which are the premium currency that you buy with real money when microtransactions were in the game, that can be used for crates and other things. Kind of waiting to see what they're going to do with crystals before I decide to spend any of them, even once I get quite a few more. So I'm going to jump into a little bit of Starfighter Assault to start with, at least. And then probably jump back to this screen, see what I need to do, and then jump back into the campaign. Probably going to be jumping back in with the Officer, because I need turret kills, or the Specialist, because I still need to get those infiltration kills, which is a pain in the ass. Or Assault, because I need the Vanguard kills. I mean, all the different little mode kills are kind of a pain in the butt to get. But we'll jump in here. See, I said, since most of the stuff that I stream off of a streaming service of some kind, I haven't ever really needed a streaming server. And most of the stuff that I archive and then tuck away on drives that aren't constantly plugged in. Like backup drives and stuff like that. And welcome, Connor. How you doing? Welcome back, I guess I should say. So we're on Camino now. I played a little bit earlier today for a little bit during lunch, like while I was eating, which is a little bit tricky. And I played a little bit last night, and what I find is that now, after not seeing Kashyyyk hardly at all for the first week and a half of the game, yeah, now I'm seeing Kashyyyk almost exclusively. So I'm really kind of glad not to be on friggin' Kashyyyk again. Yep, lots and lots of crafting parts. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to spend them on yet. Because I'm only just now really getting into the, whatchamacallit, getting into the crates at all. So my star card amounts aren't enormous. You got points for dying. Wonderful. I guess I should try the bomber since I need to get some of those bomber missile kills. You can if you like, JL. I doubt that I will use it, but you can if you like. Nice, Jason. So that's the I'm trying to remember which. That was the collection you were getting from Japan, right? If I remember correctly. Whoa! Aww. Come on, let's blow some stuff up. I'm assuming that this is even what I'm supposed to use, because come to think of it, he's also got like another mode that's kind of similar. Hit him a little bit, hit him a little bit. Now let the missiles get him. Of course the missiles didn't kill him, so I didn't get anything out of that. Awesome. Damn it. Let's see. Yep, I saw it earlier today. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so if you're only hearing commentary on the Definitive Collection, then you need the opposite. Well, you need the same thing I need, but for opposite reasons. There's a digital audio output. There's an analog audio output. I want to say that the commentary is the digital, and the film audio is the analog, or it's the other way around, but I think that's what it is. But basically what you need is a remote for your Laserdisc player that lets you switch audio modes. And if you can switch audio modes, you'll be able to switch from commentary to regular. Like, I don't have a remote for mine, and there's no actual manual button on my player that lets you switch audio modes, so I can only listen to the film, I cannot listen to the commentary. I just need to find a remote sometime. I bought a universal remote that'll control pretty much everything on the Laserdisc player except for what I need to be able to listen to commentary.
Hyena-class bombers have completed their attack run.
Yeah. And ripping a Laserdisc is just as easy as, well, because you're not really ripping it, but digitizing Laserdisc content is about the same ease as doing it with a VHS. You just need something like easy VHS to DVD. Doesn't matter if it says VHS. It all works the same way. Easy VHS to DVD. You need a computer to digitize on with a spare or free USB port, and you need a player, either in that case a Laserdisc player that uses the regular old RCA cables from back in the day, just the red, white, yellow. And there's no point. I mean, if you try to send something like that through the mail, it's going to cost as much as going out and buying the easy DVD thing and just plugging it into your computer. Particularly because wouldn't it be coming? I'm trying to remember where you're located, JL, but aren't you located outside of the U.S., if I remember correctly? Jason, that is very cool. I really like those Japanese sets because they seem like they were more sort of in tune with what we would want to see as far as those collecting all the different behind-the-scenes specials. I mean, even from Star Wars to Jedi, or even on the Complete Saga collection, it didn't wind up included in the U.S. I don't know why I was thinking outside the U.S. for some reason. Kill him! Kill him! Ah! Now, I just need to check. Multi-missile lock and dual proton. Okay, yeah, I think it's the dual proton torpedoes is what I have to get kills with to get that one thingy. Oh, I need to destroy a turret. Where's a turret? Okay, so it's going to be on a Venator because I'm the bad guy this time. So where is a... There's a bunch of Venator turrets right here. I just need to destroy one more. And why am I... Why am I moving in a direction? Why the fuck was I moving in a direction? He just kind of decided to just scoot his ass on over there for some reason. Cool, yes, but fake. So, alright, let's get down here and let's go find... I don't even care about going out to the Venator. I just care about getting a turret. Because if I can knock out one friggin' turret, I can finish that dang... Get out of there! Get out of there! You're gonna get killed!
Dispatch Republic cruisers.
Ah. Yes, 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 yes. Come on.
Initiating offensive.
I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, though they were popping up, like, kind of throughout the evening. I don't know if you sent them all at once, but they were popping up from time to time without a lot of rhyme or reason. Come on. I feel like I'm driving in quicksand when I'm flying these bombers.
Hyena-class bomber attack run
Just
successful.
need fucking turret. It's not feeling it right now.
Successful outcome assured.
Yeah, see, I have no idea who it was because I don't watch any professional wrestling. Or as John Lovitz might have put it, acting! I am gonna crash into the waves! Oh, nope, wow. Okay, so that should have done it. Taking out that turret should have given me the last of the thing that I was needing. Now I can just focus on trying, slowly but surely, to maybe get some proton torpedo kills. Most of my kills have just been with the blasters, though. Whoa!
Republic cruiser destroyed.
Yeah, see, like, I'll hit him and I'll damage him, but I won't actually kill anybody with the actual missiles because they don't do enough damage by themselves. That's more Michael's wheelhouse. Michael Morris, who I host Cloud City Casino with. I can't do it. I can't take it.
Sensors indicate Republic
Alrighty.
cruisers have sustained severe damage.
Oh, and the proton torpedoes miss the back end of the cruiser. Of the Star Cruiser crash.
Cruiser remains.
Yes. Blow up another one just to be on the... Oh, shit! I'd say blow up another one just to be on the safe side, but... There we go. Okay, blew up another one just to be on the safe side. But it's not saying destroyed turret, I don't think, on the little thing underneath, so maybe it's not counting. Maybe it has to be a turret that's on a stationary thing instead of on a Venator, but I'm pretty sure the other ones I've gotten on the Ryloth maps Venator recently. Most of the other ones.
Destroyed. Clear the air of enemy fighters.
Whee! Whee! Or I guess these I should be saying switch, switch, switch.
Fire all batteries.
All batteries fire.
Critical threat detected. Incoming enemy capital ship, Venator class.
And that one didn't do it. That one went right up his frickin' nose and didn't do it. Telling you, the frickin'
Awaiting threat.
Proton torpedo kills are a
Orders.
pain in the
Overload
ass.
Venator beam weapon to collapse shields.
The sheer amount of damage you have to do before a proton torpedo will actually give you a kill is ridiculous.
Defend units until completion.
Once again, popped him in the butt. Didn't do squat. At least it recharges fairly quickly, or it refreshes fairly quickly. Boom, right? Right? Boom the gasser? Did we crash the boss's hay blibber? No? Wonderful. Getting like 50 or however many kills you got to get with those bomber proton torpedoes is going to be a real pain in the balls.
Beam weapon overload successful. Shields disabled. New orders.
Whoa.
Target engines to destroy Venator.
Not a big fan of how you roll with the left and right on the left stick, but at least you can just click the stick down for a second and it'll flatten out your roll.
Tactical taking fire.
Fire! This much damage in. It's a noble sacrifice. Now I'm Darth Vader. How I have enough points to actually give me the ability to do a hero ship when I've been just sucking it up this entire match is beyond me, but okay. And one of the things is going to be do his afterburner X amount of times, so I better do his afterburner X amount of times.
They seem to have exploded.
They seem to have exploded. Yeah, I'm not leading them well enough. And I got a few.
Taking fire.
Woo! At least I got 2 activations in before I was killed by Han and Chewie. Biggest problem really with trying to do the things where you have to do the milestones for the individual hero ships is that it's a relatively limited number of hero ships, so a lot of times you wind up essentially having to fight other players. Like you're sitting on the spawn screen and you can either spawn, go in and do well for a little bit, only to wind up missing your chance to spawn as a hero because somebody else did, or you wind up sitting there on the spawn screen just waiting and waiting for one of them to become available.
Venator engine destroyed.
Come on, get him! There we go. Now, I don't know if that counted as a kill with the torpedo or those blasts that I was sending in, but
Conditions fast approaching.
be nice if it was at least kind of the way that the kill assists work, where it would count as, like that, where it would count the fact that you did damage with that weapon, even if it's not what delivers the final damage. Smoke him! What? It missed him. It
Shields offline.
friggin' missed him.
Beam weapon restored.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but basically each of the hero ships has 3 different things you got to do as the milestones. 2 of them are just activations over and over again, and the other one is affect or destroy enemies with whatever that particular ability is. But there's 1 for each ability, basically.
Positive action recognized.
Have I seen the Japanese Star Wars Laserdisc with the evergreen Obi strips?
Defenses cleared for ground
Not really sure what
assault.
you mean. But, to be fair, except for specific collections, specific box sets, I really haven't looked too much at individual Japanese Laserdiscs. Just hasn't been something that I've had the time to really delve into. I kind of feel like if I do, I'll wind up wanting to collect them all, and I'm just not in a position to do that right now. So, 2 afterburner uses, 1 Sith Hatred ability use, 6 dual proton torpedoes out of friggin' 50. But at least that 1 did count. Wait, so where's the one about the... Okay, so the one about the turrets apparently didn't go up this time, or it would be showing up here. It looks like. So I'm assuming that I didn't get credit for destroying the turret on the Venator as a turret. Great!
One of our Camino cloning facilities is under attack.
Turn my fan on. Reaches over, turns the fan on, which turns the light on, turns off the light so I don't blind myself. And let's keep doing the bomber. I can't remember what the interceptor and fighter milestones are, although I've got better stuff for both of them than I do for the bomber. What do I have for the bomber? Reduce the time to gain a missile lock, which is helpful, but not great. I might go in because of needing that for the whatchamacallit, the milestone, I may go and upgrade that. If I even can. I'm not even sure if I'm at a point where I'm able to upgrade because of how little I have for that type of ship. Where'd it go? Ah! Oh. I was gonna blast him a little bit and then fire off the proton torpedo, and it turned out I just killed him. It was an AI, so it didn't take much. Maybe that's what I should do, aim for AIs, but there's no way to tell if it's an AI when you're first coming up against it most of the time. It's hard to even see the name when you're flying against someone. At least I sure as heck have a hard time with it. Damn it! And somebody else killed that one before I got to him. Have seen it, just haven't. I mean, it was good, but I wasn't like, ah! Or getting chills or anything, as some trailers have maybe do in the past. Do I think they could use the Lasers Masters to digitize and clean up the Unaltered trilogy if they wanted to make a new negative? No. And I've answered that a bajillion times before. No. It's not a high enough resolution to be able to do what they need to do. At least not from a professional standpoint.
Let's do it!
Suckage. Okay. I can't even blame the lag because I'm not even getting lag here. I'm just sucking for some reason tonight. Probably because I'm playing as a bomber and I hate the bomber class relative to the other two, but I want the milestone.
Separatists are targeting the Venator's bridges. Defend that ship.
Want to get that sense of bullshit accomplishment that EA oh, son of a whore. The EA talks about. Get your... There we go! Looks like it circled around and came back at him. Oh! Was gonna get him. Guess I could stand to look and see if there are any turrets too on this one. I don't think there are any turrets that I can take out. I think all the turrets in this case are on my side. Because they're on the Venators.
Enemy bombers incoming!
Don't know if I killed him with my blast or killed him with my missile. Whoa! I keep doing that! God! What the hell is up with me tonight? I can usually tear through the Starfighter assault stuff. Like one of the times I wound up on the little leaderboard thing, I had probably more kills than I've ever seen in a match of Starfighter assault when I saved the picture with the little share button. But just getting beaten here. I love the response that they had to the whole sense of pride thing, where one of the guys was like, yeah, and see, if I spend money, I have a sense of pride because I work. I'm like, all right. Well then, never mind. Like, I'll spend money on microtransactions if I like, and that's what gives me pride because I work. I'm like, well, okay.
Well done, rookie.
Pretty sure I just killed either Maul or Kylo. Victory!
That's what those clankers get for underestimating clone troopers.
Never been a big bomber guy, even on the previous game. I think they're too clunky for me. But I do like the Y-wing better than I like the TIE bomber. I wonder though about, I mean, you can do star cards that do things like updating your, like bettering your turn radius and stuff like that though. Yoda, it's telling me how things went with ones that I haven't even touched. Awesome. Hey George, welcome, welcome. Yeah, like the Y-wing more than I like the other ones. But that's not saying much because I'm not a big fan of the other one, the TIE bomber.
Ambush successful. Commence destruction of Republic forces.
There we go. Like, give me a continue button. Ah, bomber again. Oh goody, it's a Hyena class bomber again. Oh yeah, you can't even see. You can't even. It's like engine upgrade, stuff like that. You can't even see how much it costs to upgrade on that screen anyway. So even if I wanted to upgrade the time to lock and stuff like that, it wouldn't matter. Apparently there are some issues now where some people are doing like they're spending all the not credits, all the crafting parts to upgrade their whatchamacallit, to upgrade their cards to like to epic in some cases, only to wind up, like for instance for Vanguard, only to wind up finding that it significantly decreases the duration along with giving the benefit that it says it gives, but it never says anything about the fact that it's actually taking away the time. So I got a feeling there's probably some tweaks to star cards coming in a patch soon.
Contact.
Go, go, go! Oh yeah, that's not an afterburner. Durr! So I just wasted it. You're wasting it. I'm very curious if anybody got that movie reference. You're wasting it.
Disable our tractor beams. Intercept.
You.
Republic cruiser has sustained critical damage. Continue fire. Enemy bombers breaking through. Intercept.
Evasive actions.
So that making the Rainbow Ranger? Go, go, Rainbow Rangers! Social justice warriors! Nope, 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 not going there.
Republic cruiser destroyed.
Ah! Oh, come on, man.
Enemy bombing run detected.
Dino Thunder, if you're asking me, I've already answered that before too. I only ever watched the first few seasons of the original series right up until Tommy came back as the White Ranger. I saw the original movie and then I saw the new movie. I've seen absolutely nothing in between. Hello, EK. Whoa!
Enemy bombers destroyed.
That's good. Aim for the leading reticle, Nate. Wake up. And he smashes into the side. This is a good map to be able to get your turrets on, your turret count on for that milestone if you are the Republic. Not so much if you're the Separatists. The traitors.
Enemy bombers will hurt our chances.
Hit him! Come on, come on, come on, hit him! Shit. It was chasing him. And then it just kind of was like, I'm tired of chasing him. And just stopped. So I'm assuming that if he got stuck in his morphing suit, they must have like zippers or something, because then he wouldn't have been able to, you know, pee. But if he could unzip it to be able to pee, why couldn't he just rip the zipper even more to get out? Ooh, deep thoughts, deep thoughts. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Yeah! Finally got another one with the friggin'... So that's what I need to do. I just need to aim for bombers, because we're all slow as hell.
Forgive my intrusion.
Forgive my intrusion. Uh-oh, I think that was, Kylo Ren. He's such a polite emo boy.
Victory secured. Ambush successful.
He got fossilized? It's okay though, because if you fossilize, then you find the mosquito that like fed off of him, and then you take it to Jurassic Park, and it'll be fine. The Death of Superman Lives. I have not seen it. I don't think so. Is that a special about the 1990s big comic event? 8 out of 50. Still telling me how many Yoda's Interceptor I've done. I wasn't even playing with the side that I could use Yoda anyway.
It's an ambush. All Republic forces, prepare for attack.
And I'm assuming the turret thing didn't count again, I guess. Unless I've already done it and just forgot about it. I'll have to go back to the career screen here in a minute. Once this one's done. I do like that at least they use the 2 different Y-wing types for the different eras. They don't just use one. Which would have been a really easy cop-out thing to do.
They've trapped our cruiser in their truck. Destroy them. Free the ship. Those cruisers are key strategic assets. If you can keep the Separatists off,
There.
they'll deal out serious damage.
There! Destroyed turret finally showed up. It actually said destroyed turret, so that should be the one that gets me the frickin' thing. About bloody time. Oh, okay. Gotcha. No, I haven't seen that one with, I still think it's bizarre that Nicolas Cage was ever possibly going to be Superman. That's just weird. But it's okay because then he became Ghost Rider and sucked at that, so, you know, we didn't have to see him suck as Superman. And I guess the missile that I fired is just going to ignore this guy completely, so I guess I'll just destroy him.
Disable those tractor beams.
Whoa! Whoa! Nice. I had a buddy of mine who used to teach at a dojo back in my hometown. He seemed to find it a pretty rewarding experience.
Critical. Tractor beam's critical. Don't let up. Good work, everyone.
Good work, everybody. Whoa. Okay, why didn't it?
Cruiser's taking a lot of damage. Defend it.
Yeah, his Ghost Rider was just... I don't know. Not a great... Yeah! Not a great Ghost Rider. Yep, that was an... Okay, so it was an AI bomber, I think is what that was. So AI, so less health, and the bomber, so slower, so it actually wound up helping.
Tractor beams are down, brothers.
Yeah, pretty sure that was the shot that killed him, not the missiles.
time they learned a little respect.
Yeah, I've seen all the Batman films except the animated ones. Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb. I don't!
Cruiser destroyed.
Now, when my wife works the weekend, we wind up getting up at 4:40 because she has to be at work at like 5:30. Nope, a teacher's life for me. I ain't gotta get up at 5 o'clock for nothing. Follow me, everything is alright. Oh wow, nice. I didn't realize how long it takes for the Y-Wing's cannon to overheat. So that's a pretty solid offensive tool there. Huh.
Out of there!
Oh shit! Well, I've worked in some places, you know, before I taught, I worked in a lot of various places. Let's see, I worked at I assisted at my dad's veterinary office a little bit, doing stuff like cleaning out kennels and stuff like that. So I actually at one point had sort of a gig that I did that literally was shoveling shit. So there was that. Then I worked at a McDonald's, where I was kind of shoveling shit. And then, let's see, I worked at a grocery store, cashier and a bagger. Worked at a movie theater, which is pretty cool because you could get free movies
Bombers were shot down before they could reach their target.
up to a certain point, like at certain times a day and stuff like that. And I worked at a comic shop for a while. And I was a supplemental instructor for economics, macroeconomics and microeconomics on my college campus too, but I guess that counts sort of as the same type of thing as education. It just wasn't like, you know, it wasn't once I had my teaching degree or anything like that. It was as I was earning my teaching degree, which is kind of a different thing. Eat missile! Did he eat the missile? Apparently not, because all I got was points for damage. I hate you, freaking droid bastard.
Looks like a target-rich environment.
Our bombers made it through. Good work.
What do I have against SpongeBob? I'm not of a generation of watching SpongeBob. I know only the SpongeBob that I know of from the fact that for a while there, years ago, back around 04, 05, I had a person I was dating was living with me and had a son who was like 3, 4. Not like 3, 4, but like 3 or 4 years old, depending on what time we were talking about.
Let's do it!
And used to watch SpongeBob all the time, and I just very much got sick of it fairly quickly. I mean, nothing particularly against SpongeBob, it's just not my thing.
Not dead yet.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Harvey Weinstein, now that he's gone into hiding. Oh, you cloaking son of a... You made me waste my torpedoes, you Sith bastard. Well, we're ready to move on to the next piece, right? It's at 0%, yes? So what's going on? Oh, wait further orders. That's what we're waiting on. Okay.
That ship has a key structural flaw. If we destroy their control tower, the blast doors will open and the reactor will be exposed. Orders confirmed.
Frickin' smoke him.
Only one cruiser
Dang it.
remains.
I gotta get 50 of those freaking kills? That is ridiculous. Not just 50 kills, 50 kills with the proton torpedoes that do not make a kill by themselves. Thank you. Okay. Do I got Yoda? Is Yoda accessible? Of course Yoda's not accessible, given the fact that it's the only one that I actually want to jump into. Okay, whoever's Yoda, die real quick, will ya? Will ya? Die? Die real quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not dead. I'll jump back in as a bomber, I guess. Alright. I shoot you from far away. Now I shoot you with a missile from far away.
Republic bombers incoming. Escort them to their target.
And apparently my missiles are stupid and weren't able to follow it. So much for the concept of a lock-on. And somehow managed to hit the side of the ship instead.
Locking gas foils to attack position.
Alright, on attack position.
Well done.
Somehow hit the edge, even though it didn't look like it. Oh, wait. Yep, Yoda's still 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. I was trying to give myself at least a little bit of time to sit there on the loading screen, but I found that a lot of times I'll just sit there on the loading screen or the selection screen waiting for one to be that I want to use to become free, and I wind up losing a chance to do much in the match. So I've tried to kind of train myself to wait about 10 seconds instead. Alright, dickwad. DeQueasy? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, no. Might as well go after the core at least one time. Defeated? I mean defeated. I'm pretty sure that I saw myself still flying when it said defeated. Wasn't that my Y-Wing that was just still flying when it said defeated? No, EK, not as far as I know. Mine for sure. I'm not sure about the ones from C-Quart that have my essays in it, but mine is an Amazon exclusive. You can get it through Amazon in different regions, but it's all Amazon one way or the other. Oh! Hey, kill assist on somebody. Hey, I think I just got one with a torpedo. Oh, the torpedo! You're asking if I like an episode of something that I never really watched. I only saw it in bits and pieces because of the kid watching it. I know absolutely nothing about the show other than the little bits that I saw. I certainly would not be able to tell you anything based on a specific episode title. Still didn't frickin' kill him. Ah! As I say, we gotta win, right? Destroy the core. And it was at 0%.
Strategic calculations can't beat know-how and
Nope, never have seen it. SpongeBob memes. There it is. Interesting. Which I guess means I should be glad that you don't see them on here. All right, still got to do 40 freaking kills with the. Whatever. I'm gonna go at least get that one claimed. I'll do one more match and then I'll be rolling here. I said about an hour. The kid did see all the Star Wars movies. And actually liked the Clone Wars animated series. The original Clone Wars animated series, not the newer one, because the newer one didn't come around until later. There we go. Alright, so... Nope, not troopers. Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Still need more, but that's okay. Win as attacker on all the starfighter maps. 100 enemies with hero ships. 25 savior kills. And there's a disruption thing. Tell you what, I'm going to do something else. There we go. That's what I wanted. Disruption. And I've got a pretty powerful disruption. Let's see. But I'm not at a rank level where I could upgrade it even further, but that's fine. So, get disruption, improve battle command. But that means that I don't have my turret, which kind of sucks. Because the turret is another one that I have to get kills with for a milestone. When did I start my home video collection? So I had already gotten some prior to 2013. But 2013, 2012-ish was whenever I really actually dove into it kind of more hardcore and actually tried to get all the different releases and started buying all the new ones as they came out. I focused on VHS initially, and then VHS and Betamax, VHS and CED and Betamax, VHS, CED, Betamax, and then, hey, let's go with, whatchamacallit, with Laserdisc, and just kind of kept growing over time. And then started going for some of the weird stuff. About 2013, but I had a fair number to start with, but not nearly as many as there is now. Like, the stuff I had before would take up maybe like 2 of the shelves on one of those sets of shelves in my office, and now I've got enough that fills 2 giant sets of shelves, and I'm probably going to need another set of shelves. Okay, office out.
We fight as one.
Well, I mean, I'll be buying more of whatever gets released. Depends on if they have any more releases that aren't 4K. And in the case of Last Jedi, we don't know yet. Didn't do any Black Friday stuff at all. If streaming tomorrow, maybe. If so, it'll be this time of day, probably.
This world should be grateful
Because it's
for
quiet.
our occupation.
This world should be grateful for our occupation, he says. Wow. Wow. And Hitler be like, those Jews just don't appreciate me. Yeah, there's a reason.
Control is nearly contained. Hold position for now.
Yeah, not the. I mean, it was all right. The earlier Clone Wars series, it was kind of basic because just not spending much time to develop stories. I like the ongoing thing with Ventress and Anakin, but again, there's not much story to it. It's all just the conflict.
Resistance forces have gathered in the supply hold. They have the droid we're after. They're moving rapidly to escape. Disperse their forces in the hold. After that, we'll chase them down and annihilate.
After that. Not after that, but after that. Here, guys, you want a bonus? I can give you a bonus. Wait. Wait, I want to give you a bonus. Oh, then again, I am a male character chasing after what is apparently a female officer character. No, wait, am I a female? Because I'm an officer. Let's do... Yes, I'm a female too! Wait. Say that again? Was that a female voice saying kaboom when I did that? Let's try the other one. Okay, that one actually sounds like a woman. Sort of. Alright, so where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Everybody go inside. What I found apparently is the main thing to do for disruption to get your disruption count is basically go into a battle where a bunch of people are already fighting, do disruption, and the idea would be that if anybody kills just about anybody, you're going to get the disruption credit for a kill assist. I haven't gotten close enough to do that yet, but from what I'm told, that's one of the better ways to do it. Cha-ching. Jar Jar's much better in the Clone Wars than he was in the films, but it's because he's sort of more in his element.
Launching grenade.
I wonder. Okay, it's already gone. Never mind. Did I get anybody? I guess not, because I didn't get a kill assist. Here, guys! We choose our destiny! And some of us choose not to play Destiny because it's a CCG model instead of a TC or an LCG model, so screw them. Or wait, you're not talking about Destiny, the crappy Star Wars card and dice game, are you? Terrible as officer tonight. I finally got back into the groove of the flying just to give up on it. What did I think of what did I think he was before the release of the Phantom Menace? I figured just any new alien character. Had some moments in the trailers that had me wondering if he was going to wind up being stupid, but could not have imagined how stupid he would wind up being. Misa called Jar Jar Binks. Misa's stupid racial stereotype. You know? To some extent. I mean, they're playing it... They're sort of taking elements of Cold War and elements of lead up to World War II in the way that they're dealing with the interim period between the conflicts. Seems like. Oh, God. No crossovers. Crossover art? Sure. Crossover stories? God, no. For almost anything, because they're always forced and not particularly good. And even in the same universe, apparently people can't follow the rules of crossovers. Like, hey, we're going to have Arrow crossover with Flash and Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow for this great four-parter. And we're going to start, and the first time we see Oliver, it's going to make no sense in the continuity of his own show because all of a sudden he's fucking Green Arrow again! Any crossover, usually bad. Okay, if I can just get over to the other side over there and get near that wall. Oh, shit. Get near that wall, I can zap these guys. I can be like, hey, guys. Zappo, zappo. Now kill them, and I should get some assist score. Or fucking not.
We fight as one.
And by we fight as one, we mean it's like completely helter-skelter and everybody's running their own directions because nobody's actually playing the objective. But, you know, still. Yeah. but it's the idea of the treaty causing, I don't know, I mean, it could be, I mean, as I said, there's elements of both. Depending on which element you're focusing on. Uh-oh! Now this should disrupt that, right? Oh, somebody already destroyed it. Awesome. Hit it! Now, somebody kill him. Somebody kill him, somebody kill him, somebody kill him, because he's, damn it. I disrupted him, it's not doing me any freaking good. I'm running around getting almost no battle points to be able to do anything with because I'm focusing on trying to disrupt instead of kill, and I'm not getting any assists for it. Not doing me any good. I have never watched Supernatural ever. And I'm pretty sure I've answered that too, but I've never watched Supernatural ever.
Where are you going, trooper?
Wait. Say that again?
Return to the battle now!
That is one pissed off lady. I watched Full House when I was younger. My wife is really into Fuller House, so we wind up watching the whole thing. It's alright. It's got its moments, and it's got its, oh my god, grown-worthy moments kind of thing. That didn't do me any good. I was blinding myself. In their meaningless lives. Right. And disruption. Alright, there. Oh, for the love of God, someone kill somebody that I'm fucking disrupting. This entire match is going to have been completely useless to me.
At your side.
Oh, I mean Season 2, Part 2 of the, or Season 3, I mean like of the home video release. Gotcha. I can't do, I've had so many people tell me so many times to do Breaking Bad, and I've had so many people like use Breaking Bad in a reference to everything that they say, like at least 2 or 3 people saying Breaking Bad in everything, trying to convince me to watch it, that it's had the reverse psychology effect that I don't know if I will ever watch Breaking Bad now.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
Okay, guys. He's disrupted! And nobody apparently killed him, so I didn't get the assist that way either. I'm pretty sure it has to be an assist. I don't think it can be an actual, like, you disrupt them and you kill them for the count on the milestone. I'll have to look and see what it says. Sorry. Never watched either or Girl Meets World. So, not sad at all that they canceled it, because I never had a stake in it, because I never watched either of them. Just in time, save your kills, defend it. Yeah, I did so terribly just then that basically what I've got there is they're telling me my progress on everything but something that would actually have had anything to do with this match, because I spent so much time trying to run around and disrupt and not getting anything out of it that was basically a wasted match. Awesome. Yeah, they pulled a lot of the imagery a little bit more so than even with the Empire, as far as that went. But we will never be able to say that The Force Awakens was the sci-fi thing of this era that took the Nazi ideology for the bad guys a little too far, because now we have the Crisis on Earth X crossover for the Arrowverse, where it's like Nazi Supergirl and Nazi Green Arrow and stuff. Yeah, let me see. I don't think I got anything for any of those disruptions. Pretty sure. Yep, not a thing. And it's assist with defeating 25 enemies by using various disruption status effects, and there's almost none that do it except the actual disruption ability for the officer in the game right now. So yeah, that was completely freaking useless. Great. So I might as well focus on what I was focusing on, which is either the turret kills for the officer or Yeah, that good luck turret right there, because I still need 40 more of those. Or focus in with the specialist on Stay True, which is the infiltration one. So, and EK, I already actually did the entire campaign. I did the entire campaign on the stream, just not this week. It was in the earliest ones for once I got the game the week it came out. So, let's see. Okay, so last thing to answer here, and like I said, I'll hop off because I was only going to go for about an hour tonight, but I'll plan on jumping back on then tomorrow, and then probably sometime on early in the day on Saturday, sometime before 2 Eastern on Saturday. Let's see. So Chile asks, thoughts on EA's comment about customization, not wanting to clash with canon and leaked videos and customization for Battlefront 2. So, leaked videos for customization give me some hope that they will actually be able to implement it, because apparently it was already something that was somewhat on the drawing board. And that would be an easy thing to do from a customization standpoint to not have it affect progression. But their thoughts about not clashing with canon, I immediately call bullshit on that. Because if they really aren't wanting to clash with canon, then they wouldn't allow you to play as hero ships and heroes outside of their individual eras. Each map would only have a limited number of heroes or hero ships, as the case may be, to be able to play as, because they wouldn't want to mess with canon in terms of, say, having Rey fighting alongside Yoda against Darth Maul and Vader during the Clone Wars. Right? So, yeah, I think it's crap. And I think people are smart enough to recognize that just because a color is in a video game doesn't mean that it is canonical. Then again, there are still people out there who buy the claim that the original Legends continuity, the C canon, T canon, S canon, and sometimes people even claiming the N canon stuff that was in Legends was ever on par with G canon, which was never the case. And yet people still spout that despite all evidence to the contrary. So maybe I'm giving people a little too much credit in being able to tell what is bunk and what is not. All right, so as I said, I will be heading out. I'm looking at, again, probably jumping back on tomorrow now that we know for sure when the cat's coming home, because the cat's already here, so I don't have to worry about going to get him tomorrow at late evening or late afternoon. So probably stream tomorrow. Like I said, probably a stream, unless I record with Michael, that is, for Cloud City Casino. Probably a stream on... Fuck me. Probably a stream on Saturday before 2 p.m. Eastern, maybe on Sunday. In fact, probably on Sunday, but Sunday could be just about any time, depending on just when it's the most convenient. Then definitely not one on Monday. So it just kind of depends beyond that. But I will keep playing, keep hammering away, keep grabbing more cards, and trying to knock out these milestones as I get a chance to play otherwise. For now, though, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Cloud City Casino and Star Wars Beyond the Films, the two podcasts I'm involved with over at StarWarsReport.com. Be sure to check out my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere at over 3,100 pages, which just had its 20th anniversary edition, yes, 20 years, released in October. It's over at StarWarsFanWars.com/timeline. And be sure to check out my book, A Saga on Home Video, A Fan's Guide to U.S. Star Wars Home Video Releases, which you can find on Amazon. And, of course, if you want to support things and get some exclusive content along the way, be sure to check out my Patreon, which is Patreon, Patreon.com/Nathan P. Butler. There you go. See? Now you know where to find everything. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll hopefully catch some of you tomorrow.